how to deal with bullies. Now, when I was in middle school and high school, I used to get bullied so much, especially like in the Middle East. Like, kids are aggressive. Like, you get beat up, people swear at you, they curse your mother, they curse your family. Like, kids here are aggressive, or very aggressive in the Middle East, right? So I got bullied a lot in middle school and high school, and it fucked with me, honestly. Like, I remember I used to always come back from school and just cry to my mother, like, I hate this, like, this sucks. And I kept getting bullied over and over again. Like, kids would pick up on me, they would take my stuff, they would throw my bag away, they would just do the most horrible things, right? And it kept going like that until I got onto self-improvement. When I got onto self-improvement, when I started improving myself, when I started going to the gym, reading books, meditating, journaling, the thing is, bullies didn't even have the guts to bully me again, right? Now, the thing about bullies is, and I know they try to appear like they're so confident and like they're the alpha males of society and like no one can touch them, but the brutal truth, the brutal psychological truth, bullies are the most insecure pussies you will ever see. Literally, like, these guys are so insecure and full of fear. Like, they're just the biggest pussies of school, basically, of society, basically. And the thing is, they don't appear that way. Like, me and you, we look at bullies, right? We look at bullies in school, like, they're very confident and even arrogant, right? And they might even attract some women because they look like they're like the alpha males of like the school group and no one can touch them, right? But I'm telling you, these people, these bullies, are so empty and weak inside. Like, there's probably some kid who you remember from your childhood, because we all got bullied, let's be honest, we all got bullied when we were younger, or you might even get bullied right now, right? Just remember that kid that always used to bully you, that kid that always used to appear like he was so confident and arrogant and he was so aggressive and he used to always bully everyone. I guarantee you that kid, either he got bullied heavily when he was younger, that's the first case, or his family beats his ass, right? His family are like very aggressive people. So he's very weak inside. So he tries to push other people down so he can appear like he's the best one, which is why they're basically pussies, basically. Now, I know, bro, you probably might have been bullied before, or people might be bullying you right now in school, or even in college, or in high school. Like, bullies are everywhere, right? But the first thing you need to understand is, like, why do bullies bully in the first place? Like, why do they hurt people? Why are they so aggressive? Why do they beat people up? Why do they do all these bad things, right? And of course, like I told you, it's because of insecurity and things like that. But psychology and like the studies show there are a lot of reasons, basically, why bullies bully. And I promise you, bro, when you understand this, you will realize how much like bullies are pussies, basically, how much afraid and full of fear they are, all right? So bullies bully because a few reasons. The first reason is, and basically the number one reason bullies bully, is because of insecurity and low self-esteem. So basically, a bully bullies basically because he feels insecure. He doesn't feel enough. He feels like, no one appreciates him. He doesn't feel confident. Like, the thing is with bullies is you always see them like they are very confident, right? But the thing is, they bully you, they bully others because they have very low confidence and low self-esteem, right? Like, think about this. A strong man, someone who's actually like strong, right? He wouldn't need to put anyone else down. He wouldn't need to beat people up or criticize everyone or make fun of anyone, because he already is very, very, very extremely confident, right? He doesn't need to put anyone down because he's already confident. But a bully, because he feels insecure in his mind, I need to put all these people down because, like, in his mind, that will put him up, basically. Which makes no fucking sense. And by the way, when bullies do that, in the short term, they appear like, you know, they're like the kings of the school, like no one can touch them. But in the long term, actually, everyone hates them because, like I always say in my videos, people want to feel important. People love the person who appreciates them and listens to them and says their name and, you know, and like encourages them. And it's also very true the other way. People hate people who criticize them, people who make fun of them, people who, you know, always tear them down. People hate these people because, which are bullies basically, because they make them feel unimportant. So yes, in the short term, bullies might appear like they are the kings of the school and no one can touch them, but actually in the long term, no one will want to be around them, ever. And I've always seen this. I've always seen this. Like, a kid comes into school, right? And you will notice this, by the way. You will notice this if you actually like focus on bullies. Like, a new kid will come and he'll be like very nice and kind, and then he'll turn into a bully. He'll start picking up on everyone, he'll start beating everyone up, he'll start, you know, acting like he's very cool and all. And in the short term, he might be like very famous in school and everyone likes him and whatever. But actually, in the future, people don't like him at all. And this is just my experience. Like, this is just for me personally, from what I've seen, right? It might not always be like this, but from what I've seen, this happens most of the time, right? So the first reason bullies bully basically is because of insecurity and low self-esteem. They feel like they are not enough and they need to put other people down. Now, the second reason bullies bully, and this is kind of like an evolutionary thing, is because they desire power, control, and status. And especially us as boys, right? We always desire power, control, and status. But bullies especially, they desire this. So next time, you know, you see a bully or someone like tries to pick on you or something, he's not actually doing this because you're a bad person at all. He's not actually doing this like to appear cool or anything. No, he's actually doing it because of the first reason. 99% of the time is because of insecurity, basically. But also it's because he wants status and he wants like other people to see him as like the guy who everyone fears, who's like the king, who's like the alpha male, right, in your class, which is not true at all. And actually the opposite happens and everyone hates him. So the second reason is because they just desire power, control, and stuff. Now the third reason bullies bully, and this is a major one, especially like where I grew up in the Middle East, in Egypt basically, is abusive homes. Abusive homes. Like, the amount of times I see, like, I'll give you a story basically. Like, there was this school I was in, and this kid, he always used to just pick on everyone. He used to always like beat everyone up. He used to always, especially me, he used to always pick on me and fight with me, and I would come back crying to my mom because he was just a very, very aggressive kid, right? So eventually I just told myself, I came back home, right, when this kid like beat me up. He beat me up so bad, right? I came back home and I told myself, you know what? I'll have to be this kid's friend, because if I be his enemy, he'll just keep beating me up and beating me up and beating me up. And he was in my class, so I just had to, you know, if you can beat him, join them, basically. I had to just be his friend. So I kept acting like I was his friend, and he was actually like, okay, right? He was actually like good, and we used to talk and things like that. And I kept like appreciating him and encouraging him, right? Because I know like he's bullying because of insecurity, basically. But what happened was, one time, And this bully and my other friend, we went on this like outing basically because we're now like kind of like friends with this bully kid who's very, very aggressive. Let's call him Jimmy, right? This kid Jimmy, we went to an outing with him, and I met his mother and his father, and his father was a very, very aggressive person. Like, he used to always shout at little Jimmy. He used to always like, you know, like pat him hard on the back. Like, he used to always be aggressive. So it all clicked for me. And I actually, like, I went to my friend and I told him, you know, man, this is why Jimmy just bullies everyone else. I told my other friend, it's because his father is very aggressive and abusive, right? And it clicked for me. Like, this is a very, very common reason. Is basically when a kid gets beat up, he wants to let out all the bad things that his parents put on him, and his dad beating his ass, you know, and especially Middle Eastern Asian parents, like, they beat their kids hard, right? So they go to school and they just want to unleash it on everyone else, even though everyone else has nothing to do with their pain, but they just have to inflict it because their parents beat them up. So the first reason was insecurity and low self-esteem. Second reason was desiring status. And the third reason was abusive homes. The fourth reason, bro, is lack of empathy. And I know it sucks to hear, but some kids just have a major lack in empathy. Some kids don't even feel for other people, don't love other people. And this, of course, it's because of like trauma, and even because of the third reason, abusive homes, right? The reason I'm just saying all these reasons, right? Insecurity, abusive homes, you know, lack of empathy, desire for status, is because the point I just want to get across is it has nothing to do with you at all. It has nothing to do with you. Like, the worst thing is you think that bullies might be right. This is the biggest problem, and that's why I used to always come back crying and be always sad, is because I always thought, like, they might be right. They might be right for bullying me. Like, maybe I'm just a bad person. Maybe I'm just, you know, insecure or something like that. But I promise you, it never has anything to do with you, ever. It has nothing to do with you at all. And it has everything to do with the bully. So the fourth reason is lack of empathy. They don't feel for anyone. Fifth reason why bullies bully is because of envy or jealousy. And I'm actually gonna tell you a story for this one. So I'm in history class, right? So, and we're in like 5 like different tables basically. So I'm in my table with my friends, and there's this kid on like the table left to us, and his name, let's call him Joe, right? So little Joe, he's like shouting at me, and he's like, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, why do you record these videos? You don't even know what you're talking about. Like, making fun of my YouTube channel basically. And I just didn't respond back because honestly, I'm not gonna waste my time on these fucking pussies, right? I just let him keep talking to himself. He's like, why do you even make these videos and whatever? And I let it slide, and even like my friends were like, don't listen to him, man, your videos are fucking great. They help a lot of people, and I know that. And even if they don't help a lot of people now, they will help a lot of people in the future, right? So I just let it slide. Then a few days later, I'm like wearing the school uniform, and like my bicep is like peeking out from like the uniform basically. And like my shoulder is it's like a tight shirt basically. And this little short Joe, he comes up to me and he's like, hey, get away with your muscles, out of here. Making fun of my muscles. And I just looked at him like in the eye, and I just noticed that everything he was saying just out of jealousy. He was saying out of envy. And I'm not saying I'm the best person at all and you should envy me, not at all. I'm nothing. Like, I'm still in the very beginning of my self-improvement journey, even though I'm like 3 years into this. Still in the very beginning, and I'm very, very humble, right? But he was bullying me because of envy, because he wishes he was as muscular as me. He wishes he had like a YouTube channel, right? So this is a fifth reason, is bullies bully because maybe they're just envious of you. Maybe they see that you're a peaceful, calm kid. You don't like getting into arguments. Like everyone likes you, right? So they just try to pinch you or like try to poke at you, right? All right, bro. Number 6, the sixth reason why bullies bully is because of group mentality. And I noticed this a lot in my school, me personally, and in all of the schools basically I've went to, is a lot of bullies or a lot of new kids, when they come into a school, they see that the cool kids group basically bully everyone. So because they want, you know, to be appreciated, because they want to be in the group, they don't want to be alone, right? So they get into this group and they join them basically. They do the same things as they do, they keep bullying as they do, even though like the kid who joined that group might not even be that bad of a kid. He might even be like a very kind and nice kid, right? I'll give you another story to show you how this works. So this was in 8th grade, right? So in 8th grade, we had this new kid come into my school, right? His name was Hamza, right? So Hamza, he was like a very shy, kind of like nerdy kid. He was very nice, right? And very kind with all of us. And we actually got him into our group, right? Our friend group. And we kept talking to him, and yeah, he was just a very nice, kind kid, basically. But then he not only was he with our group, he was also was with like this other group of like bullies who like vape and smoke and just do all sorts of shit. And he was with us and with them as well. But he was a very nice kid. Like he was very funny as well. And he was wearing like glasses and had like funky hair and things like that. And we were friends for like the whole year. Me and him, we were pretty close friends. But then the next year in 9th grade, this kid, Hamza, he transformed completely. Like he took off his glasses, he shaved his head completely. And even when I went up to him, I went up to him once and I was like, "Hey Hamza, man," and he was like, he didn't even like smile or shake my hand or anything, even though me and my group, me and my friends, we actually like introduced him into the school. But this is what happens. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. He spent the most time with these kids and he just became like them. He became a bully. He then started to pick on everyone else. He started to pick on, you know, all of the other new kids. And I just wanted to tell him, like, man, like, you were just like them. You were a new kid with no friends. Like, why are you picking on them? And another thing actually is this kid, Hamza, he was a very smart kid. And very smart academically, right? He used to get very good grades and he was like a very good kid, basically. But the next year, he got very, very bad grades. And he actually went into summer school because of how bad his grades were. So be careful, right? Be careful, because this is a law of the universe. Is you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And not to go off topic, but this is why I have no friends now. I basically have 0 friends. Like these were all my old friends, but now I have basically 0 friends, because self-improvement, you need this lonely chapter. You need to be in this lonely chapter. And this is the chapter I'm in, and you may be in this chapter. But we just can't relate to anyone. And we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So you have to be alone, right? Because you can't go back to the old friends you had, right? But that's off topic, right? So the 6th reason is peer pressure or group mentality. And the seventh reason and the final reason is emotional pain or trauma. So basically, it's because the bully was bullied before. That's probably like the main reason why bullies bully. It's because they were bullied before, and it's a cycle, right? So someone gets bullied, he bullies someone, that someone gets bullied, he bullies another person, and it just goes on. And I actually have a story for this one, and this one. So basically, in eighth grade, when I was 14 years old, that's actually when I started self-improvement. But I got moved to a new class where I don't know anyone at all, right? And I don't know anyone at all. So I notice, it's the first day of school, I don't know anyone. And I noticed this kid, let's call him Joe, right? And Joe was a very, very shy kid. He didn't speak to anyone. He was this American kid. And he just never spoke to anyone. He was very shy, and he had like blue eyes and like blonde hair. Basically, he didn't speak to anyone at all because he was new to the country. Basically, if you don't know, I'm from Egypt. Actually, I'm from the Middle East. So I saw this kid, Joe, and I went up to him like, "Hey, what's your name?" He's like, "My name is Joe," and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Kevin. What up?" And he was like my only friend. And slowly I got him to talk, and we start talking and things like that. And I noticed that he's like a very, very kind kid. Honestly, he's like a very kind kid. He speaks to me about like America and how America's like and things like that. So me and Joe get along, and we're like these two guys, like Kevin and Joe. Everyone recognizes us because I don't have any friends except Joe, right? And slowly we make other friends. We have this other kid and this other kid and this other kid. And they're like this group of 5 kids. And basically everyone makes fun of Joe because he's this American kid who's very shy and very awkward, and everyone makes fun of him. And I was like, guys, don't make fun of him, right? And we went like this the whole year basically. But there was this kid with us. His name was Devin. Let's call him Devin, right? And he used to make fun of Joe a lot. So the year passes, everyone makes fun of Joe. I'm like, guys, don't make fun of him, don't make fun of him. But they still make fun of him. And we get onto the second year, and me, Joe, and Devin, who's like a kind kid, honestly, he's a nice kid, right? We all go to this other class. And I stopped making fun of Joe. Everyone recognizes Joe as like this new kid who just everyone gets along with. Like he's a kind kid. Everyone gets along with this American kid. But Devin still is making fun of Joe, while no one at all is making fun of him. He's still making fun of him, and even like everyone else is telling like Devin, like, "Hey man, stop making fun of like Joe. Stop making fun of him, bro. Like that's not cool, right?" He keeps bullying him, keeps bullying him. And then I actually realized that a few days later, Joe doesn't come. And I talked to Devin, like we're like close friends now. And I tell him like, "Hey man, why do you keep making fun of Joe?" And he gave me this one moment of true honesty, right? He told me, when I was young, I used to get bullied all the time. And he told me, "I'll show you a picture of me when I was young, but don't laugh, right?" And Devin is like this very tall kid with like a mustache, and he's very tall, right? But he showed me a picture of him when he was like a little kid wearing like little nerdy glasses, and he was like, "Everyone used to make fun of me, man." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I get it." Like, but, and I tried to like motivate him, like, be a hero, don't be a villain. Like, don't do what people used to do to you to people now, because they don't deserve it. But it just shows you like people bully other people because they were bullied. And it's a cycle. And me and you, we have to be the heroes. We have to be the strong men created by the hard times. We have to be the men who stop these cycles of evil and evil and evil and evil and evil. We have to be the good in the world. All right. So those are all the 7 reasons why bullies bully. Now, I want to make it very, very, very clear that this is not an excuse at all for the bully's behavior. It may not be his fault. None of these may be his fault. But they are 100% his responsibility, and he should take ownership of that. All right? I'm just telling you these because I need you to just ingrain it in your mind that if someone criticizes you, if someone hates you, if someone bullies you, it is not your fault. Don't feel doubt. Don't feel insecure because of these pussies. They are just unloading the trauma that happened to them before on you when you don't deserve it. And because he sees that you're a kind, friendly person that everyone likes and everyone gets along with, he bullies you. He bullies you because all of the reasons. Maybe it's because of envy. He bullies you that you're very kind. Maybe he was abused in his home, which is not an excuse, by the way. It just explains the bully's behavior, but it's 100% his responsibility, right? Maybe he wants to appear to everyone that he has status and he's like this alpha male of the class, right? Where no one gives a shit and no one will like him in the future, in the long term. So the question here becomes, how do you actually deal with bullies? There's someone bullying you right now. How do you actually deal with them? There are 2 very important things, right? And these will solve everything, I promise you, all right? The first thing is get onto self-improvement, especially going to the gym. Self-improvement, especially going to the gym. And this I can 100% tell you, this 100% I can confirm for me personally, that self-improvement, when I started improving myself, no one ever came close to me, because I used to get bullied all the time. But until I started self-improvement, and I started self-improvement with going to the gym and lifting some weights. When I started going to the gym and lifting some weights, and looking muscular and strong, no one even has the guts, especially bullies, to bully you. Because the single biggest reason why bullies bully is because they're insecure. And bullies, here's the thing, they look for those who are insecure as well to unleash their trauma on them, basically. So when they see you confident, going to the gym, when they see that you've got muscle, right? You're strong, you're masculine, they don't even have the guts to come near you, right? They don't even have the fucking guts to come near you, because I just told you, these guys are the biggest pussies you will ever see. And the thing is, I used to always think these guys are better than me, these guys are the cool kids, they're the popular kids. They're the biggest pussies you will ever see in your life, I'm telling you, all right? So first thing, self-improvement. Go to the gym, work on a business, meditate, journal, read every single day. These things, not only do they make you strong and masculine, but they give you so much self-respect that no bully could ever come near you, right? So bullies will never ever come near you when you're on self-improvement and you go to the gym, because first of all, they are little pussies. So when you're muscular and strong, they can never even come near you, because they're little pussies. Basically, they're afraid and insecure and full of trauma that they couldn't even handle themselves. But the second thing is, they know that even if they tried to bully you, you would fuck them up. You would fuck them up, because I'm telling you, when you're muscular, when you go to the gym, when you've got muscle and you got veins and you got strong shoulders, strong back, strong chest, right? That muscle makes you able to fuck anyone in your fucking school. Except if someone has been training kickboxing or boxing, something like that. But muscle, muscular aesthetic physique, gives you a massive advantage in fights. It makes you beat anyone up. But of course, we don't do that because we don't beat people up. With great power comes great responsibility. We don't do that, all right? But they know that the second reason is they know that even if they try to fight you, you would fuck them up. I want you just to imagine, like the typical bully, right? What does the typical bully look like? Think about it for a second. Like the typical bully, what does he look like? Vaping kid who scrolls on social media, probably jacks off to porn. He eats tons and tons of junk food. Insecure as fuck, little pussy who vapes, who doesn't even play any sports, whose lungs are full of liquid and chemicals destroying his lungs. That's your competition, bro. Compare that to a gym bro, right? That's not like you, bro. You, like, you're on self-improvement. You improve yourself. You eat clean. You sleep well. You take care of your health. Who's gonna win in the fight? Of course you're gonna fuck him up. Of course you will. Right? So they know that even if they try to come near you, bro, like, you would fuck them up. Like, let's be honest, you would fuck them up, right? And the third reason why self-improvement and going to the gym make no one bully you at all is because when you go to the gym, when you build muscle, a bully sees that you are confident in yourself, that you respect yourself, and they could never ever come near you if they actually see that, right? So the first thing, the best thing you can do, and I promise you, no one will even come close to you if you actually do this, self-improvement, go to the gym, all right? And build a muscular physique, right? So that's the first thing, self-improvement. The second thing is stand up for yourself, bro. Stand up for your fucking self. I'll actually tell you a story, right? Same kid, who I used it as an example for like the envy and jealousy. That kid who used to always make fun of my channel and like the physique and the muscles and things like that. This kid comes up and I'm standing in like in the hallway of the class, right? And I'm talking to my friend, and my friend is like here and I'm talking to him right here. So this kid, this short ass kid, we'll call him Joe, right? This short ass kid, he's walking like this. And he tells me, hey, he pats me like on my chest like this, and he tells me, hey, get out of the way with your muscles, right? Get out of the way with these muscles, in Arabic. So I push this kid, I push his hand and I push him away. And I tell him in Arabic, I tell him in Arabic, keep your hands to yourself. And I push this fucking kid. And I see his eyes like widen the fuck up, and the kid literally falls back on the chair, on the desk, and he's like frightened. He like opens his eyes like this, like what the fuck? He's like shocked. And I'm telling you, from that day on, that kid never even came close to me, even though we're in the same fucking class. And this is the thing I just could never ever do. Like I could never do this before I go on to self-improvement. I could never ever stand up for myself. The thing is, like, society tells us as masculine young men to be the bigger man, don't stand up for yourself. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Someone is trying to invade your privacy. Someone is trying to attack you. Of course you're gonna fucking stand up for yourself and kill them, basically. Like, if this was, just imagine this. If this was 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 years ago, basically. Like, if someone tries to fucking bully you, you would fucking kill him. He's trying to invade your village. He's trying to, you know, I think I went a bit too far, but like, honestly, like, you have to stand up for yourself. You can't be listening to this bullshit of this feminine modern world bullshit of be the bigger man. Fuck that, man. You know how to stop being bullied and make everyone respect you? Well, you basically have to force them to respect you by standing up for yourself. You have to force respect. You know, actually, the same kid who makes fun of Joe, the new kid, I know I gave you like a ton of fucking names, but I'm just trying to give stories to make it to hit on the point, right? So the same kid, we call him Devin, right? Which we call him Devin, who makes fun of like new American blue-eyed Joe, right? Same kid tries to make fun of another kid. We're in class, right? We're in class, and he tries to make fun of this new kid, this new Lebanese kid, right? Who I fucking love, who's like my friend to the death. But this Lebanese kid, he has like a stutter, so he speaks like this. Basically, he has like a bit of like a stutter, basically, which is no big deal at all. But this kid, Devin, because he was bullied when he was young, like I told you, he tries to make fun of this Lebanese kid. But this Lebanese kid, he doesn't even speak Arabic. He told him this in English. He doesn't even speak Arabic. He told Devin, "Are you making fun of me?" He looked him dead in the eye and told him, "Are you making fun of me?" And Devin was like, "No." He told him again, "Are you making fun of me?" And I was just smiling like, wow, man, this kid is fucking confident. I love this kid's confidence. And he looked at the kid, he told him the third time, "Are you making fun of me right now?" And Devin actually told him, "Nah, bro, I'm sorry, man, I won't do it again." But you see, when you stand up for yourself, bullies will never, ever, ever try to touch you ever again or pick on you ever again. You just have to stand up for yourself once, but with power. When you stand up for yourself with power, no one will ever try to touch you. And this was a massive problem for me because I was just so shy. And I come from like a Christian background, which is like forgive people, but things like that. But in this situation, you have to stand up for yourself. You can't be doing this shit. You can't be doing the shit of letting someone pick on you, letting someone say something bad to you. You have to stand up for yourself. Please, bro, please. I know you don't want to lose anyone, and you know you want to keep good connections and you want to have a lot of friends, which is very good, by the way, and very beneficial. But fuck these guys, man. Fuck these guys. Stand up for yourself with power. Like, why the fuck are you bullying me? Keep your fucking hands to yourself. Get the fuck away, man. Stand up for yourself, bro. And I'm not even telling this to you. I'm telling this to me, to my younger self. Like, I wish I knew this when I was young, man. I wish I knew that. You know what? It's fucking good to stand up for yourself. For me personally, like, if you see me in public, I'm like a very like laughy, smiling kind of guy, right? But I had to teach myself. You have to, like, me telling this to myself. Like, I had to like grim and frown. You know, like the Thomas Shelby stare, like this fucking grim and just frown at them, even when they laugh, even when everyone laughs. If you don't accept that behavior, you have to grim and frown like this and stare them dead in the fucking eye, right? And you know, call them out for their bullshit. And I struggled with this a lot, but for me personally, this was the biggest thing. This was the biggest thing, is I had to stand up for myself. I couldn't let like people keep running on me, people keep, you know, annoying me and picking on me and even fighting with me. I had to stand up for myself and just frown, and which like is very hard for me because I'm like a very, you know, I don't like to lose anyone. I'm like a very friendly, smiley, laughable kind of guy. I don't like to frown and like to stand up for and I like call someone out, basically. I don't like doing that. But I had to teach myself that. And I'm passing this on to you. It's okay to stand up for yourself. It's not even okay. It's beneficial. It's good. It means that you respect yourself, right? You have to force people to respect you by standing up for yourself, especially bullies. Even if the bully is like bigger than you and stronger than you, when you stand up for yourself, they will understand. Oh, okay. This guy's confident, right? This guy respects himself, right? This guy respects himself. I'm not gonna bother him at all. Even if he's stronger and bigger than you. And get this, even if the bully appears like he's more confident than you, but he's not. He's deep down a frightened, scared child who's crying. And he has this mask on which shows confidence, but it's actually insecurity. And the thing is, bro, like, I know you, bro. I'm exactly like you. Like, yeah, I know you. Like, you smile at everyone. You like to make everyone feel important, and everyone likes you. You know, you don't like to call people out. You're like this kind guy. You don't like to make people feel bad, right? But if you don't like the behavior of someone, you have to stand up for yourself. You can't just let it pass. Just once. You just have to stand up for yourself once. And the great thing is, you won't actually lose anyone. In fact, people will respect you more, so you will gain more people. But no, like, you don't like to hurt anyone's feelings, and that's actually a very good thing. Like, you're a good person deep down. But in this case, you have to hurt the feelings, bro. You have to hurt the feelings, and you have to just tell them, motherfucker, I respect myself, get the fuck back, right? Or in other words, you have to hurt their feelings because they want to hurt yours. And what you're doing is simply defending yourself, all right? And this is a side note, but guess what, bro? Girls especially love a man who stands up for himself. So not only will you put the bully in his place, but actually the girls in the class will be attracted to you. So that's like a little bonus. Like, girls love a man who stands up for himself. Even with them, especially with them. Like, a man who stands up for himself and tells a girl, like, I don't like that behavior, don't do that. They deeply desire that man, because he shows, like, he's confident, right? He's respects himself, which is really attractive to, like, a man who shows that he doesn't tolerate disrespect. That is so attractive to girls. Like, and so when you stand up for yourself, first of all, you will put bullies in the place, and girls will be attracted to you. So it's a win-win, right? And you won't lose anyone. Like, don't have this fear of, like, man, I don't want to lose these people. No, don't lose anyone. You lose the bully, which is good. You don't even want to interact with this pussy, right? Because he's trying to hurt your feelings, so you have to hurt his. You have to defend yourself, right? So stand up for yourself, bro. That's how you deal with bullies. And as always, we're in this together. We will make it.